Hey everyone, it's Owen here from OTech, and today we'll be taking a look at the GTX 1070. So this will be the second GTX 1070 that has come through my channel, and this time this is the iChill version from Inno3D. So yeah, here. And I'll be using this GPU for my AMD Ryzen client build, so why not unbox it then? And if I have the time, I'll actually do a review and I'll link that in the description if I do. So yeah, for now, let's just take a look at the box and unbox the card itself. So first up, on the front itself, there isn't any pictures of it, since I'm guessing this is like a generic box, just like what Colorful did. There's no pictures or any GPU model specific features or specifications anywhere on the box. It's all just about GTX 1070 and stuff like that. And the only thing that shows what's inside is this like transparent sticker, which shows that it comes with a mouse pad, and it's the X4 edition of their cooler. So it has 4 fans, which you'll see later, and VR Mark 3 Mark logos over there, which presumably is to say that this card is fast. So yeah, I guess anyways, let's just open the box and take a look inside. So you'll immediately be greeted by this black box with an iChill logo on the middle. The iChill is basically Inno3D's series of cards which uses their Airboss cooler. So yeah, let's just take a look inside then. Packaging feels really nice. It feels premium actually, compared to most cheaper cards or cheaper brand cards which use just typical brown cardboard box. So yeah, on the inside we can immediately see the card itself. It's on top of the foam. It's all custom cut, so there will be no possible way to damage the card during shipping, at least in theory, since it's really thick and it has a foam cover on top as well. It has no anti-static wrap, but that shouldn't be a problem, since if I'm not mistaken, this foam is already anti-static in the first place, so it should be okay. Now for the accessories, you actually get this mouse pad, which they said in front of the box, so that's pretty nice. Not sure how good the mouse pad is, but I'm not gonna open it since it's not mine. So yeah, just gonna roll it back up and put it inside. Show you guys what's here. So yeah, over here you see there are some accessories, which is oddly just placed there lying around. Oh, and apparently there's the Inno3D iChill sticker. It's a metal case badge, so looks pretty cool if you want to use that. There's a 3M sticker on the other side. So yeah, now there's a VR Mark code and also 3D Mark code for this card. That's neat. I'll be censoring those out so you guys don't steal it, but yeah. And there's a driver disc over here, which you should always throw away and download the latest from the NVIDIA GeForce website. Then there's a power supply guideline, probably just says about how much power you need. So yeah, basically 500 watt minimum, sounds about right. To be clear, this isn't the TDP of the card or the power consumption of the card. This is the recommended power supply wattage, which some people, I guess actually a lot of people, seem to confuse, since sometimes they thought the card consumes 500 watts or whatever it said over there. So yeah, they also include some like a screwdriver, a hex head, so probably for this. Not sure why would you want to remove that, but I guess now you can, since you got this. And yeah, let's take a look at the card then. Put that out of the way. So put it back in, and let's just take a look at it over here. So yeah, the card itself has protective plastic covering all over it. So why don't we go ahead and remove it. Yeah, that's always the satisfying part of new PC parts, although this one isn't as satisfying since it's kind of partly torn off already, but who cares anyways. Yeah, so here is the fourth fan that they've been talking about, the X4 cooler, Hercule Z Airboss X4 cooler, whatever they call it. So there's 3 fans and a smaller fan on top. This is for the VRM heatsink, and it presumably helps with VRM cooling, and it should probably do little to none actually in terms of performance. But yeah, I guess it looks kind of cool, although in terms of noise and noise output and other things, we'll have to see. So here it is, all taken off, and we're ready to look at the card now. So yeah, the shroud itself is actually made of metal, and the card actually weighs quite a lot, so it feels really premium actually, even though this is one of the more mid-range GTX 1070s. Not quite the cheapest you can get. The cheapest was the colorful one, which I have reviewed, and that wasn't very impressive to say the least. I mean, their second sample which they sent to me was better, but still isn't as good as most of the GTX 1070s. Still has its flaws, and that thing doesn't overclock at all. So yeah, we'll see about this card. Oh, because there's one more plastic cover over here. Go ahead and take that off. And yeah, let's take a look at the card. First up, on the back, there's the backplate. Looks pretty neat. Just a clean black backplate with the iChill logo over there, and some ventilation. Presumably this is to stop air from getting stagnated behind the backplate and heating up the card. So they put some holes, and this hole here, I'm not too sure why, but I think it's just because they cut out a part and use it so that it supports the heatsink from the backplate so that it doesn't bend in when you press it or you hold it. And yeah, that's about it for the back. Also surprising is they don't put any warranty void stickers, so this will be a nice card to water cool, and I'll get to that in a moment on why. So over here you see a single 8-pin, which is kind of surprising considering how big the cooler is on this card. But yeah, so the PCB itself, I suspect it's just a reference GTX 1070 PCB, since it even says NVIDIA over here. So it would probably fit really well with like GTX 1070 water blocks if you want to, although I don't see the point of doing that, since this card has got a really huge cooler, which I think actually performs pretty well from what I've seen, but I'll have to try out myself. So water cooling, it would be kind of a waste on the cooler. It's all made of aluminum, I think. It's all metal, and it looks really cool in my opinion. It looks a bit over the top, sure, but if you like it, then this looks really cool. If you like these kinds of designs. And the triple fans over here, although I don't like how they actually covered a lot of the fan area with the shroud. It's not that bad, and temperature should be still just fine. And on the back itself, there's the I/O, and the I/O is actually pretty nice since they make it black, and it'll fit. I guess it'll fit better on most newer cases, since most cases these days come with a black frame. So in the back of your PC, this wouldn't stand out at all. It'll just blend in with the back of the case since it's black. Now I'm not even sure why not all manufacturers are doing this, since it shouldn't cost them too much, and it looks pretty good. And this is also not the most expensive GTX 1070. So for the cooler itself, you can see there's a base plate that covers the whole card length, and it looks like it cools the memory and also the VRM area. And the VRM area is also connected to the side fan over here. You could see, although I'm not too sure since it's a bit dark, but yeah, it's connected to the side fan, and this is the VRM fan basically. so we'll have to see if this will spool up or get noisy later on. And on the side, this iChill logo is actually lit up, and it is actually load dependent in color, so it'll change color depending on the card's load. Presumably red for high loads and green for low loads. Not the best kind of RGB implementation, but it's something, I guess, and it wouldn't look half bad, I think. Another thing I'd like to comment is that while this card feels really heavy, it's also really long, and which I'll get a ruler over here so that you guys know the length of the card. So here, this is a 30 centimeter ruler. You can see that it's basically up to the end of the ruler, so it's 30 centimeters long, so be mindful of that. When you're buying this graphics card, make sure it fits in your case, and otherwise it's good to go. And I guess now let's just measure the fans. It looks like is some 90mm fans for the triple big fans, and for the small fan it's just a 50mm fan, more or less. 45, it's closer to 45mm, so it is a big fan, so it could be whiny and noisy, but I guess we'll see. I'd like to comment that they didn't really do a good job of positioning the fan hub stickers. It looks kind of wobbly, but yeah, it's not that it's a big deal since you won't really see it anyways. You just see it this way. But yeah, that's it for this card actually. It's looking to be a pretty good card on first look, and it seems like it's pretty high quality from how it feels in your hand, and also the construction is all solid, and it has a lot of heatsink area on the card itself. So it should in theory perform pretty good. But yeah, that's it for this unboxing. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please leave a like, and please click subscribe to see more of my videos. Thanks for watching.